The truth hurts, Libra, so let's have a look at what's going on behind this. Okay, straight in, June 2026, Three of Swords, system damage. Oh, I know. Tell us more. Tell us about it, please. What is going on with Libra? What is going on behind the scenes? Why have we got the Three of Swords coming straight out? Oh my God. Okay, you're waiting for something. We've got the Hanged Man. And a very, very nice Hanged Man, this card. It's got a whole Miami Vice beach thing. But at the same time, if you get the Three of Swords and you get the Hanged Man, something is either, well, I think something is misfiring. It's not hitting the spot. This can be communication has slowed down, communication has disappeared, or there's just something you're feeling that is a bit off, okay? We also have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands I always think of as a ball of wool. You know when you were little and maybe your granny was doing some knitting and you had a ball of wool and you think, well, I can just pull this thread, and then the whole thing just starts to get really snarled up. Something is snarled up, something is kind of enmeshed, something is difficult to tease out the components. So let's try and do that now, Libra. Okay, tell me, please, the heart of the matter, considering we've got a heart with three neon swords rammed into it. Tell me the heart of the matter, please. Heart of the matter for Libra. Two of Pentacles, market shift. This is Earth, okay? So this is what's happening in the 3D. Something has shifted, or it's shifting. And because you're a Libra, you can sense it, and it's making you uneasy. It may be, and this can be about relationships, it can be about work. We're going to look at love and relationships in the second half of this reading. But something has been slowly changing, and you're aware of it. I'm just going to take a Threads of the Soul. Oh, I like that. We needed that. But I'm also going to take that. Oof. Okay, hang on. Full disclosure, right? I'm using this deck just to have a look at kind of sneaking in to get round the back of it, as the actress said to the bishop. This deck is a bit brutal, but I don't mind going there because, let's face it, that's your opening card. We'll go there. But actually, considering what this deck can deliver, you've got some decent cards, but we need to pay attention. So you get the new dawn. What fresh start is beginning, and how can you embrace it with openness? So I'm not thinking of this in a sort of, don't let anyone dull your shine, dawn is going to break over the horizon, everything happens for a reason, you know, we're not into that. I see this as quite difficult, and I do see it as some light emerging from the darkness. But in order for light to emerge from the darkness, that is not an easy transition. And you are certainly transitioning from one stage of something to another. Okay? Almost, I would say, whether you like it or not, and I don't think you do like it very much. We have this Hanged Man, which we very often get in a tarot reading when you actually really want things to go to the next level, the next stage. I want the next thing to happen. You know, and the universe is like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm not listening as well. It's not, you need to dwell on this, you need to go within, you need to recognize something that you probably are resistant towards recognizing because you're human, Libra. Okay. It's all the same, it's transition. The river crossing, I like this for you. What transition are you making? How can you trust the journey even if the destination is unclear? And I'm telling you now, and I'm going to write it down, that's how much I think, the destination is unclear. But it doesn't matter. You don't get a sat-nav in life. I mean, you do obviously get one for traveling, but you know what I mean, spiritually wise. Then you get the open door. And I'm very glad to see this. An opportunity has arrived. Are you ready to step through? What's holding you back and what's pulling you forward? And I'll tell you what I just had as a channeled kind of image. And it's when shops close down. I know you come to me for all the inspo, don't you? When shops close down and you see that pile of junk mail that no one's there to open, then for some reason you are afraid to open this door. I'm writing that down. You're afraid to open this door. Something is stuck. And also what I'm also really getting here is this threshold. There's something about crossing. I won't write all the way through, by the way. But if I don't write these down, I never remember, because after the reading, all the channeling is like, it's all gone over to you. Okay, so you're on the threshold of something. Again, that is not champagne and unicorns and woohoo and all that. And it might be in the end, but at the moment, it's bloody difficult. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating, okay? And how it's resonating. And also let me know if you're an early, middle or late Libra. Or if you're on the cusp. I'm always interested. People's astrology fascinates me. Okay. What is the transition here, please? Tell us, from what to what? From, okay, that's a pretty nice one. Okay, that one. Okay. We've got the Fool. You may not feel it, and I don't mean this in a negative way. You are the Fool in this scenario. This is a good thing, okay? It's so Miami Vice, isn't it? It's like Studio 54 and a red Corvette or whatever that is. Don Johnson in the early days. Librans are often overthinkers, and this is taking a leap of faith. You need to take a leap of faith. You need to cross this threshold. But there is some, you get the King of Cups. Now, for some of you, this is to do with relationship, whatever form that takes, okay? And we'll also go a bit deeper into relationships in a minute, okay? The King of Cups is interesting because it's captain of the ship. But it's also, in, therapy speak, getting in touch with your feelings. I know, we're just a hop, skip and a jump from an inner child, aren't we? Let's face it, but sometimes these are the cards. What can I say? Never dull your shine. Live, laugh, lube. King of Cups, for some of you, is a romantic thing. It's somebody who you maybe have a connection with. Maybe that connection has gone a bit skew-whiff, or they're a bit mysterious to you. Who's giving me an itchy eyebrow? Could mean thing, you know. But this also, when you get the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is a weird card, it has this dualistic nature, like Pisces, for example. And it can also be that you need to become the captain of your own feeling ship as well. Okay, then we get the Page of Wands, new player. You're starting a new game, or you need to. You're starting a new cycle, but you don't want to let go of something. And you're kind of going to need to. And the universe is kind of saying to you that it's going to take you there one way or another. So my advice would be to lean into that energy. Also, I feel like in June, about halfway through the month, you're going to get an opportunity to really assess where you are with your feelings about something or someone. Could be your job, could be a romantic relationship, could be your situation, could be a situationship. Let's have a look at love and relationships for a second in what we like to call the erection section. Oof. Oof. I like that actually, but I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit kind of, what's the word? Exciting? Maybe an edge of danger, it's a bit edgy. Right. We start with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the beginning of the cup suit. So in the Rider-Waite, the Page of Cups is the one knocking around with a smelly fish in a cup going, why don't anybody love me? That one, you know, because they're immature. But this can also just represent somebody getting in touch or somebody texting, somebody doing something that quite frankly is a bit low effort. So it could be someone liking a post on social media. It could be somebody texting you, but not many words. It can even be somebody texting you that they miss you, but it's not proactive, you know. It's dipping their toe in the water. Then we get a pink inflatable horse. And on that note, if this is resonating, you're like, you had me at pink inflatable horse. Do hype the video. There is a hype button, allegedly, and it is, press the like button, look at the comments, okay? And you sort of slide it to the left where it says comments. Ding, you can hype the video. Right, once we've got over the horse, which is something, isn't it, really? We see that the Page of Cups has upgraded to the Knight of Cups. And honestly, if you're looking in a love section, that's what you want to see. And you also have your King of Cups over here. Captain of your ship. Captain of the feeling ship. That sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Welcome to the feeling ship, where we feel things. I don't know why I'm in such a Benny Hill thing at the moment. Apologies. Very important though, that there is a stepping up, that there is progress, that the person or the situation realizes it's not enough just to flump around and not kind of, it's a call to action. Step up or F off, you know, it's that kind of, the universe is invested in making progress here, whether this is, you know, if it's in the general reading, whether this is about your job, about whether you want safety or whether you want risk, whether you want what you've got, whether you want something else. The universe is kind of wanting you to look at your self-worth and what it means to level up enough to be with you. Whether that is in a relationship, whether that is for an employer, what does it take to catch a Libra's heart? More importantly, what does it take to keep it? In walks the magician. When I see the magician at any point in a reading, but especially if we're looking at love and relationships, the magician is a difficult dog to keep on the porch. It can have King of Swords vibes. So we can have a look. It may come up in the extended love reading. There'll be an extended love reading if this really resonates, by the way, where we do me and you side by side. And either in this reading or in the extended, I feel like King of Swords has something to do with this. I know we've only had the King of Cups, but he's in the vicinity. When you get this card, there is something a bit mysterious. There is something literally like a magician. Someone is usually intelligent, they're funny, they can be really witty, they can be mysterious, they can be erudite. You never quite know what they're thinking. It can be addictive. It's real magician quality. You know, they're on a stage. There is some kind of front. And then we get the Queen of Wands. Now, you're not the Queen of Wands. Traditionally, you're the Queen of Swords. But Who doesn't want a big stick that looks like that, as the actress said to the bishop? This is about taking your power back. Or even if you're not taking it back, because Libra isn't really like that in so much as you don't want to seize power. It's kind of recognizing you're the director in your own movie. If your life was a movie, you're the main event here. If you're not the star, because some Librans are quite introvert, and I get that, you're the bloody director, the executive producer. Your name is on the seat. So there's something here about a situation, maybe a situationship, I don't know, where things are unclear, things are a bit like this, and you may feel that you need to get clarity to help someone to give you clarity or to help the situation, when actually 9 of Pentacles, yes, Venus in Virgo, and you're ruled by Venus, and some of you may be on the cusp of Virgo, let me know in the comments. There's something here about your own agency. Now, it doesn't matter what the scene is with this person or in your love life in general. This has to be you taking the power back, being in the seat of power, being in the director's chair. I like that I'm writing with a pink pen because pink is a Venus colour. Okay. Tell us more. Yes. Something happens around mid-month, and in the second half of the month you get clarity on something you've been needing to get clarity on for a bloody long time. So you kind of find out what you need to know. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, 7 of Swords. What have they been hiding? Now, Libras have very good spidey senses. You know that they've been hiding something. Oh, for God's sake. Sometimes it's 2 eyebrow scratch. This is when you do tarot, and those of you that do tarot will know, you're like, right, let's dig. You know, we've got this, you must get the information, we've got itchy nose going on, we've got the 7 of Swords going on, and I'm like, right then, let's get down to it. I get that again. Okay. Pay attention to this. It's in your heart. What you need to know. It's like you don't already know it in your head. For sure, you don't know it in your head, but you do know it in your heart. You know it in your heart. To get the Hanged Man twice shows that you may have the energy of wanting to find out, rush around, do stuff, clarify, ask questions, make this happen, push the page to the Knight, push the situation, elevate, get behind the mask of the Magician. All of these things, you're an intelligent person, Libra, are natural, but the universe is saying, whoa, Nelly, cool your jets, go within. What is in your heart? I'm also getting a bit of a High Priestess vibe here. It's not even what do you know, because that kind of implies knowledge and words. Forget what they're saying or not saying. Forget the text messages, the whatever, the crossed wires, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands-ishness. You're transitioning here from unknowing to knowing, but the knowing is in your heart and soul, and it's a weird kind of knowing. You have to really get between the lines with this one. The answer is there. You already know it in your heart. It doesn't matter about your head, okay, which is difficult. But also, Hanged Man is telling you absolute stillness here. Go within, channel, go deep. Do the thing that most people don't know that Librans can do. Right. She said, right, I'm going to go and do the extended reading. We are going to dig. We are going to get granular. You and me side by side. You are one deck. They are another deck. And then we're going to have cards down the middle that clarify what is the bridge, what is the understanding, but also what is the conflict. Okay? We'll get to the bottom of this, Libra. The link is below. I will see you on the other side. Namaste.